Welcome to the Tri-Hearthalon.
The Tri-Hearthalon.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I do have some things to catch up on. Anonymous, thank you for cheering 1,000 bits an hour ago. Whoever you are, I want to kiss you so bad. Anyways, B-Town MC, thank you for resubscribing. You've got 3 months in ya. Hell yeah. Q12, good to see you, buddy. Welcome. Thank you for following. Evaporaptor? Is that the name? That's got a ring to it. I hope it's Evaporaptor and not Ava Poraptor. If your name is Ava Poraptor, that's cool still. But Evaporaptor, it's got a ring to it. Thank you for following an hour ago. Allie, thanks for 1,000 bits.
You're welcome.
Thanks for 1,000 bits, you bitch.
You're welcome. I got the emote.
You're welcome. the awkward. You're welcome. All right. Who's ready for the Tri-Hearthalon? Sorry, my can didn't open very well.
Of
course, it's up to you whether you want to participate or not, but it is a thing that's going on, and there are prizes.
What were those primary attributes being showcased in this Tri-Hearthalon?
Agility, strength, and endurance.
Corona. No, he's good.
Well,
I'm gonna gesture to Asher and Marty and Nicole. Karan, you can participate. I'm pretty sure you can probably fare better than all these people, even you, Aurelia. You can compete. You want to do it? And I'm gonna gesture to the boys as well.
Who's gonna be? I'm imagining still drinking and talking with I'm gonna butcher it.
Egrid.
Yeah, you don't mind talking to her. I'll try.
Not at all. I
want to try myself too. Egrid kind of looks around like, I'm down for it.
What are the rules? Is it like one person at each event, or?
I've come close to winning once before, but it's not something that I necessarily practice or rehearse. But usually it is a sprint obstacle course. You go over, under some things, you dodge some things that try to hit you, you sprint, dodge, and then you get to the next leg of the Tri-Hearthalon, which is you have to chop a tree down very quickly, and it's all timed by the end. It just goes by time. What they do is they burn a wick, and then at the end they measure wicks, and the person with the longest wick wins. So that's how that goes. But then you chop the tree down, and then you split 3 logs. So you split three logs, and you get some wood from that, and you carry that stack, and then you place it in the fire pit, and that is it. Then they stop your wick. And they burn a wick and skull candle with a really long wick. Thank you, Ryan. We are Paul. Yeah, everybody's Paul Bunyan up here. It's just flannel everywhere. And that is the Tri-Hearthalon. But you pretty winded by the end. It's pretty tough to go through the whole obstacle course, and then through the sprinting and over, under, dodging, and then go to fell a tree down very quickly, and then split 3 and then carry that. That's when most people slow down a good bit.
Honestly, Rowan, do you see me chopping down a tree, let alone splitting logs and carrying them? I don't think I'll do too well.
I love you, but no, I don't.
I love you, but no. That's your thing, man.
So, I will watch, but I will obviously support anyone who does participate. I'm assuming that you.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm great at the obstacle and endurance, agility parts, but once it gets to the chopping the tree down, I have to whack. And then carrying all of that at once, there's no handicaps.
Aurelia? Asher? Cole?
I'm not going to be very good at most of that, but it seems like fun.
Be better than me. Although I'm sure they won't let you use all of your power in the event. That might be a bit unfair for some.
I think I have the endurance down, but
He just
everything else.
turns into a wolf, goes through the agility, turns into a bear, maws the lock.
So it's looking like it's just me, huh?
I'll go in there with
I'll
you.
do it. I'll do it with you, Rowan.
All right.
I'll do it, but I'm not saying I'm gonna be any good at it.
We've had fun, right? That's
Asher's
all
gonna
I'm
go
doing.
and high five
Fun, right?
Aurelia
Yep.
at that point. I'm right there with you.
I feel
Rowan's
that
gonna take off his Henley and put it in Evelyn's hand.
I feel like Bree would try to get in
Yeah.
on this.
I
too.
feel like Bree would participate. I think that she would.
Especially
Probably
when
also
She wouldn't be
use-
the one standing out. Like
I don't know if she has it prepared, but she would totally use catapult to get the axe because she's done it before to try and get a tree.
She has.
she hasn't
She has.
unprepared that. I don't think.
We'll check if she has it prepared. She'd totally do that. But, Martison, well, Celeste, I suppose I wouldn't be a good date if I didn't win you something, honor and glory at least. I will try my hardest. So, let's go. And you guys make your way to the kind of sign up. You go through like the sign up process. Go ahead.
Before we step away, I want to talk to Karan. With everything that happened with her father, don't let anything happen to her. I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit on the worry side.
So I will say, Karun noticed him walking away, like thing, but he didn't know anything about the conversation. He just knew that you were talking, so he doesn't know the specifics.
And he'll keep it that way. Just,
Yep.
You see that man
Is it-
come back, let me know.
Well, of course. Is it something
That's
you
her
should
father.
really? You're worried about her father.
He
Why?
doesn't really approve of us.
No.
He has a plan for her and she doesn't want to do it. But I don't want him to do anything rash or...
Do you think he really might become violent, though?
She said she didn't want to be a part of his family anymore. So yeah.
Well, of course, I will let... the instant I see him in proximity, I'll try to keep my eye out, but we should probably let everyone know if it's that dire.
And then my eyes kind of fall to Celeste. Should I let her know? I mean, she doesn't...
Consult
I
your
know
mother first.
I don't know. She might be a little far from here, but...
Well, yes. I see. Right now,
How about this? Just let
Yes.
me know, and we can
Celeste
take it
actually
from
comes up towards you guys and noticing that you guys are kind of having a hushed conversation. She almost bows to you, Rowan, just not necessarily bows, but kind of lowers her head to you. Is everything okay? You look stressed.
Just if anybody tries to take her, or
That
if
man?
any threat come, that man, yeah. Find my mother, and just find my mother.
I
I
don't
don't want
believe there should be...
violence. I don't want violence. I don't. But taking somebody against their will is not okay. But she should be okay. I'm just maybe over concerned, but I don't have the best of luck when it comes to safer situations.
Better safe than sorry.
Wow, Rowan's getting a little bit paranoid. He's developing paranoia.
Sorry. That's my fault.
Wow.
I seem to ooze it these days.
Why? What could possibly have caused?
Hey, I don't know.
What is a strange thing?
But Celeste, if you can't get to my mother in time, just stop him. Interject. I don't know. I'm still new to this whole command thing.
Sir, if all comes to worse, she kind of hikes up her skirt a little bit, and you see just the tip of a dagger, like she's ready.
Okay.
I may be
hope it
off
doesn't
duty,
come.
but I still always have my duty.
I'm gonna rest my hand on her shoulder. Thank you. And do a nod and go to Evelyn, pull her in for a hug, and walk to sign up for this Triherthalon.
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 I have to emphasize on the
So
her
clever.
part.
Triherthalon. All right. Martison up first. You see he kind of stretches a little bit. Blows it towards Celeste in the party. She kind of just like, whoever's standing next to her, you hear her just like sigh. Just a goof dick.
Those push-ups would really come in handy today, Marty, just so you know. Really.
All right.
Ron's gonna just kind of flex his chest a bit. It's all in your core. Right?
I go, this. Listen, you'll underestimate my physical prowess, but I tell you, before I was a charismatic, handsome devil, I was a roguish devil, and I had quite a hairy situation that I had to get myself out of. It was only that last one that I failed to get myself out of, and then I changed my ways and forever became a bard.
I thought you were all of the above. And Rowan's gonna sign his name down on the
You
list.
thought so highly of me.
I mean, what can I say, Marty? You're a gift. And I'm just gonna walk.
You sure is something, all right.
You're a gift. You're a gift. Oh, why is that so priceless? Well played. Yeah, he's stretching. He's ready. And they get it ready, and it's very strange. They have a hatchet and a stump and a cage full of chickens. It's part of the triathlon. At the hack of the neck of the chicken, the race begins.
How many races are they doing?
There's a lot of chickens. Listen, they were gonna be, it's like sacrificial, but also like to feed for the feast. Look at all those chickens.
Is this really a
It just
tradition in
happens to be that
Harrington?
it's done out in public. Oh, no worry, it's all the ones that would have been done today. Anyway. Jeez. Fucking dark.
I'm gonna look around at all the kids that are apparently here,
Dual
maybe.
purpose, I
The
guess.
kids are like up by the fence, like watching the chickens. Look at all those chickens. Look at all those chickens.
I hope they're not getting too attached.
Triherthalite, are you ready? Man prepares the hatchet. It's so sad. It's so messed up.
God, what would Bort say right now? What would Bort say?
What
his
Bolt? Yeah.
chickens.
Oh my gosh. Bolt during this, and with that, the hatchet comes down. And with that, Marty sprints towards the first set of obstacles, and you see it is climb and vault over a shorter wall. The next one is a little bit kind of like a duck under a log, and so he quickly vaults over the first one and then slides and ducks under the other one. Let me see how quickly this was done. I'm gonna keep track of everybody's. Not bad. Not bad at all. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll keep that as Marty. I'm going to keep track of everybody's performances, and that'll determine your time at the end, how long that wick is. Not bad on that first section. So he vaults over the first one, just ducks quickly under the second one, just kind of like slides his hand over top of the one that he has to duck under. The next set is a taller wall. So this is just going to be 1 dex check for both of these. Actually, no, let's split them up. That will be pretty good again. So that's for the first 2. We're gonna do some dex check. Ooh, not as great on the taller one. He's a little bit slower to climb up that one. It's a little bit higher. It's not exactly a vault. It's more of a scramble. Ooh, and in that he realizes the next one after that is a like almost you have to slide under or like crawl under really quick, and so he's unprepared of that after immediately cambering. Is that the word? Over the first one, or that third one. This last one, he's pretty slow getting through there. And then we move to another sprint where he uses his movement to get towards the log chop thing. But what you see is there are dexterity saving throws that need to be made. And with his he just narrowly misses the one that spins at a horizontal level, and he ducks underneath it, kind of scrapes him and bumps his shoulder a little bit. Then the next one is a set of 2 that goes vertically that tries to knock you off a log that you have to run across. And if you fail that, which he did, it's a 5, it knocks him off and he loses his balance, and then he has to run back and get to the restart of that, walk across the log. He's going to try it again. He gets past the first one. The second one knocks him off. That was a bad roll. So yeah, we want this to be that's going to be bad. We're going to take that. Okay, he's going to go again. And that's going to finally do it. So he finally does get it, but we're going to keep that as a... Yes, 2 failed. We're going to make that a... That's going to be the math for that one. And then after he gets past that, he sprints over towards the log to chop it. Grabs the log, swing, hits it with the flat of the axe, and regrips it. Rolled a bad attack on that. These are strength checks. The second one gets a good chop of it. The first one just took some bark off. The second one, yeah, so we have, yeah. Okay. Let's roll some more as he swings again. Another not so great chop. You see he spends a good number of times, so I'm just going to do 3 rolls, and that's going to determine the effectiveness of that. So it'll be the 3 rolls, but then just eventually he does get it. Yeah. Then the next one is the log split. 3 different logs, he's got to split them. This one is more of still a strength check. Not great. Then we'll do 3 just for this. Not great. That's total. And pretty good. That last one he gets, and then we do a constitution saving throw for that. Or actually, it's a constitution check for that last bit of hauling those logs over to the fire pit. And with that, we'll do a roll right there. He is gassed. By the time he gets to the end of it, he almost just like flops the logs in, and then he's bent over. And they douse the wick of that, and yeah. So the modifiers of this will be based on the movement speed as well. So I will modify that. I have some math to do, but I also have to explain these for everybody that's going. So I will have to do that at the end, and there will be a little bit of math time. Who's next?
Before we go any further, I just want to clarify with you, Holston. During this time beforehand, would there have been a short rest given to Rowan?
Oh yeah, I would say there's been a lot of stuff beforehand of like the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that's all he needs to get all of his stuff back is just a short rest, so not a long rest, and he was healed. Thank you.
Yeah, because you guys had to wait around a little bit for it too. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I will say Rowan would go next.
Okay, go ahead. So, anything you'd
When
like to
Rowan
do
lines
beforehand?
Asher's gonna tap him on the shoulder and point out one of the obstacles and give him like some sort of advice and cast guidance on him. So you get 1d4 for the next minute on one of your next checks.
One of your next checks, okay.
Wait, you're helping me out when you're competing?
Well, I mean, there's prizes.
Okay.
It's our prize.
It is our prize. It really is. Yeah.
And I can do that at will, so everyone's gonna get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
that's just a.
Olsen,
Okay, it's a cantrip. All right, yeah, might as well.
and just for
You
your
didn't give it
awareness,
to Marty. Fuck you.
He's a gift. He can do it.
He's a gift. He's a gift.
Yeah, Madison didn't need the assistance. You'd be the first to say that.
Just a heads up. I will be using my dex and strengths as acrobatics and athletics during this.
That's what you would do. So yeah.
Okay. Just so you know, that's what I'm going to be
using. The strength
using.
ones are going to be athletics. The other ones are going to be the dex ones are going to be acrobatics. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Rowan, the first leg is the sprint. What is your movement speed currently? Are you going to try to activate your boots?
I'm going to activate my boots.
Activate them bad boys. What do you got there?
Yeah. 80 feet.
80 feet. Hell yeah, that's a good initial start. You zoom right up to the first obstacle. The first obstacle is the vault. So you vault over the log, the little log wall. Go ahead and roll your acrobatics check.
Don't want to like accidentally yeet myself, but I rolled a 14, so that'll be a 21. 21. I'll just give you the outright.
Yeah. The next one, another acrobatics check. It's going under that next log.
Another 21.
Another 21. Hell yeah. The next one, it's going to take either acrobatics or strength. It's your choice, but it's a little bit taller wall. You have to kind of camber up it a little bit.
I'm going to use my dex for that one. It's just more of use my foot placement to get up there. A 22.
22. Hell yeah. It's looking pretty good.
I'm steady.
Okay.
I'm steady.
Go ahead.
Okay. That was a 22 to get up. So
Okay, the next one
what's the next
is
one?
going to be, it's basically crawling under. This one's going to be pure dex. It's going to be the acrobatics check because it's sliding underneath this log. It's a real low hanging.
That's a 19 plus 7. 10, 12, 13,
It'll be 26.
26. Yeah.
With that, and the next bit is dodging. So now these are dex saving throws. So you're dodging the horizontal one that you have to duck. Roll your dex saving throw.
Dex saving. Thank fucking God. I rolled a 17 plus 4. 21.
Hell yeah. Doing good. 21. You're all in 20s right now. Definitely beating Marty, but we'll
so
see
hard
how.
about dodging. What?
Then another dodge, dex saving throw.
Another one? Okay.
Yep, these are the two vertical ones that you have to get past now.
19.
19. 19 total.
19 total.
Yep, you managed to get past both of them and not knocked off the log. Good save on that, and now you sprint over to the next bit, which is chopping the log down.
Let's go. Okay.
Athletics checks. 3 of them.
That's what I'm good at.
Just make 3 of them in succession.
I'm good with wood checks, right? So.
You're good with wood, yeah.
3, you said? 3, you said?
That's it, 3.
Okay. Okay, so I got a 17, a dirty 20, and a 22.
22. All right. Next one. You make swift work of that, of chopping the wood down, having worked with your father with wood for a long amount of time as a boy. You're pretty proficient with an axe in that regard. And now you must split some wood. Another thing you're pretty familiar with, but let's see if you still got it. Split 3 woods for me.
3? So 3 dice rolls?
Mhm.
What would that be?
3 athletics checks. Yep.
Athletic. 3 athletics. Easy enough. Okay, so I got a 17, an 18, and a 16. So 22, 23, and a 24.
Jeez. 23 and 24. Your lowest roll right now is 17 total. The last bit is carrying this stack. It's going to be an athletics check. That's going to be your last. Well, no. We did Constitution, right? Or what did I do?
Did we do it?
I think I did a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so he's not too bad for that one. I rolled a 12 plus 5 is a 17.
17. Feeling pretty winded, but feeling like you did pretty good. You get there, they douse the flame, you toss those in the fire, and feeling like you did pretty good. You're curious to see how it measures up to some of the other wicks there.
Just gonna go ahead and just put my hand out and
even use the guidance.
Didn't even use the guidance. Could have had
I
even
didn't even
better
use
time,
the guidance.
Yeah. It was bad.
I honestly
use it in your charisma check to receive applause.
Yeah. Just wave my hand.
Yeah. Who's next?
Well, by the way, while you were doing that, Rowan, did you have the bag of holding on you, or did you leave that?
I would
imagine he wouldn't be having the bag with him.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'd probably be at the house with my armor and stuff.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Or given to Evelyn, however you guys prefer, if he did carry it.
It can be. If you want it to be with you and it's convenient, go ahead.
It's fine. Bree wanted to just take a look at it, but we don't. It's fine. We can just say that happened and continue.
Okay.
Yeah. There'll be time, I'm sure, by the end of the night or something like that. So yeah. Cole.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, Cole. All right. Your first thing is the sprint. Give me your sprint speed.
With sprint speed, we're a total of 90 feet.
90 feet. Well, doubling. Okay, yeah. Let's just give me the flat regular speed. Regular. Yours was 80. His was 80 because of the boots of speed.
Okay.
Yeah. So just total, just your total
45.
movement speed is what it is. Sorry, I didn't think to do dash, but yeah, it's fine. It's just a modifier to it, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. But first check is the acrobatics check over the small wall.
Okay. That is 18 plus 8, so 26.
26. You managed to get over that one easy peasy. Next one is another acrobatics check. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
Is under that next log.
23.
23. Easily make your way under, not losing pace. Next one is an athletics check, climbing up this next taller wall.
So I have a question. Can I use my Step of Wind, which it gives me, I can spend a key point and I can take the disengage dash action as a bonus action, but it also doubles my jump distance for the turn.
Okay.
So could I literally jump over it? 20 feet?
Roll me a check. Yeah.
What am I adding?
It'll be for this. So for a jump, it's athletics. So you can choose to use athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. I'm gonna choose acrobatics, and it would be dirty 20.
Dirty 20. With that, I will give you a little bonus for having activated that. and you do manage to clear that second one, and you actually jump over the other one to not have to crawl under it, which is like everyone's like, "Oh!" They're excited to see that you didn't have to like even go under that other one. You just completely subvert it. So for that, I'll let you roll it. Otherwise, I'm going to give you a flat 20. Go ahead and roll though.
I'll take your flat 20.
Flat 20 it is. Yep, that's for that next one. Next up is dodging the horizontally rotating logs. That's a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 22.
22. So Rowan, with the 80 feet, was the 80 feet just regular movement speed, or did you add the dash?
No, that was
That's
with
just regular.
my
Yeah,
boots.
with the boots
That's
of
with
speed.
my boots of speed. So I have natural 40 feet, but with the boots of speed, it doubles my natural walking
Okay.
movement.
Awesome.
So that's 80
That's
feet.
what I just wanted to make sure. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the same thing for everybody. With the 22, you easily dodge underneath that one rotating and dodge both the pillars as they rotate around. Next is the vertically spinning double ones that you have to walk across the log. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
This is a big thing.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You managed to dodge it easy peasy. Next, you sprint past those, easily dodging each of those vertically spinning logs. It is the chop athletics check. Give me 3 athletics checks.
11, 13, and 13 again.
13 again. It takes some effort with the log. Not as proficient as Rowan is in hacking this down, but you start to get a rhythm and you feel like you did pretty good at chopping it down. Next is splitting the logs. Go ahead. 3 athletics checks.
Athletics. Okay. 15, 15, 18.
15, 15, 18. You get a rhythm in that as well, and swinging the axe, feeling a little winded. This last bit is scooping it up, and Constitution saving throw.
That is going to be an 18.
18 on the Constitution saving throw. Next up.
I'll go.
Aurelia. All right. Go ahead and give me your movement speed.
Regular movement speed is 30, and I can dash whenever I want.
Right. I'm just ignoring dash right now at this point. I'm just using
Okay.
people's regular movement speeds. That's what I want to know.
and
Just
Misty
what I've
Step.
done since the beginning. So, huh?
And Misty Step.
And Misty Step. Well,
And Misty Step?
Well,
I mean-
if you want to Misty Step past an obstacle, yeah, I can give you that same thing that Cole did as far as like a 20 to circumvent it, or you roll your own roll.
Okay.
Oh, hello, creature baby. First thing that's up for you to do is to go over the little vaulty one. Roll me an acrobatics check.
That is an 18.
Wow. Okay.
Easily get over that person.
Oh, Bibbles, you want attention, huh?
Next one is also an acrobatics check, going underneath the next log.
That's a 19.
That's a 19. Next one, easy peasy as you get over that, is to climb up the next wall. You can use acrobatics or athletics, being somebody who is proficient in acrobatics, I imagine.
That is a 15.
Dash of 15. You struggle a little bit more than you expected getting up that taller wall. But from there, what are you doing? The next one is the crawl under, essentially, right after that, the crawl under wall.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna get on my belly and crawl.
Army crawl, okay. Give me an
Yep.
acrobatics check.
Okay. That's a 23.
23, well done. You managed to crawl pretty swiftly through there. And next is dodging the horizontal, a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, okay. That is 21.
21. You dodge that first. Next is a dexterity saving throw on those two spinning vertically.
That's a natural 17 plus 8.
Natural 17 plus 8 is math. 25. 25. Yes, I mathed. Good job, brain. 25, easy peasy. You dodge right past those sprint, not losing pace. Next is the strength checks. Give me 3 athletics checks. Show me that strength, girl.
Okay. Not horrible.
Not horrible.
That's 2 18s and a 16.
18, 16. Not horrible at all. And give me 3 more as you chop down this pretty impressively. You chop down that log.
2 12s and a 7.
12, and a 7. The axe is a little unwieldy in your arms as you make a few attempts on the first one, and it takes a few tries to hack that in half. The next one, try to hack it in half, and then you start to get a rhythm by the last one. You're like, you chop it in one fell swoop. But now, feeling, okay, you've really expended yourself in the log splitting. You gotta carry that to the last leg of the race. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna Misty Step instead of carry.
Okay, so you can either take the default 20, or you can roll and see if you can get better on the Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna take the default 20.
Well, you can roll, and whichever's better. Yep.
Okay.
So you're guaranteed the default 20.
We're gonna take the default 20.
We're gonna take the default 20, and you get that default 20, and everyone's like, oh! They see you and they clap because like you did they blinked and they missed it, and you were at the end. That was really impressive. You are winded though. Like,
would you get back? Be like, well, saving the best for last, I guess. And he'll grab whatever mug is in his hand, just chug it, and walk to the starting line.
You got this. And Rowan's going to mimic the hand placement that he did on him for guidance, but not giving him guidance.
This is going to be terrible. He's got a +1 to Dex and a 0 to Strength.
Try your best, sweetie. Okay, so yeah, first up is give me your sprint speed.
It's 30 feet.
Asher with the 30 default. Okay. Give me your acrobatics check.
That's a 7.
7. He struggles with the first hurdle after sprinting towards it. It's very unimpressive, but he does it. Next one is going underneath the next log. Roll me your acrobatics check.
Better. That's a 12.
That's a 12. Somehow even in that, not overly impressively swift. It does slow him down a little bit. Going underneath that leg slug. Go, regular human guy, go. Next one is the climbing up the wall. For you, it will be the athletics check.
Can it be acrobatics?
Sure. You can try.
That is a 10 for acrobatics.
He struggles to get up. Not as bad as Marty did, but he does struggle to get up a little bit. Gets over that, realizes he's got to crawl under that next one. Give me an acrobatics check for that one.
That's a 9. Jesus, my dice are cursed today.
You're feeling the sadness of this isn't going as well as I imagined in my head, but the next is the dexterity saving throw. Surely you're going to be able to dodge these things spinning at you. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, change dice. That's a 17.
17 works perfectly fine to duck under that first one. The next one is another dexterity saving throw, is them rolling vertically.
13.
You get past that first one, you're like, all right, and then you start to lose your balance, and it slows you down just enough for the other one to come around and knock you off balance a little bit. I will give you a dexterity saving throw to try and not get knocked off and lose a bunch of time.
14.
With a 14, it doesn't knock you off, but it definitely knocks you off base. You have to like spend a little moment like and holding on to your balance. So I'm gonna take that away and make that a little bit lower. Affect the time a little bit, but you continue on sprinting towards the axe and the one that needs to be chopped. Give me 3 athletics checks.
While he's sprinting, he's gonna cast Blight on the tree to cause it to wither and die.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'll give you a little bit of a bonus on that. Just one fell swoop. Okay.
13, 12, and a 8 or 7.
And a 7. Your 13 becomes an 18. Your 12 becomes, for what it's worth, your 12 becomes a 17, and your 8 becomes a 13. As you kind of impressively, as it's like it's almost noticeably like, hey, he got a weaker one. Like, they see, and then the next is splitting the logs. Give me 3 athletics checks.
11. That one.
Not one. You go to swing the axe. You just hit the base that the axe is on, and you have to fumble with it a little bit to get the split back up there. At this point, you are super disheartened, and you're like, "Well, fuck, I lost." You already have accepted it. Go ahead and continue with your last one. You know what, for sake of time, I don't think you're winning, buddy.
No, his Constitution is a +4, so that one wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, he's actually okay. Roll your Constitution saving throw for that last one there. Yeah.
Oh my God! So a 9, a 23, and a
the Constitution's just 1. It's just 1.
Oh yeah,
So
it is a 9.
It's a 9. Asher's like, fuck, that was hard. He's very winded. Okay. Who's next?
When Asher comes off the field, I'm gonna hand him his mug.
Yeah, I knew that wouldn't go very well.
Hey, you did good, brother. Don't worry.
It was fun to try.
At least you tried.
God, my dice fucking hate me.
They did, man.
You wash
If
them.
you'd have let you turn into an animal, you would have destroyed it.
So it's just Briar now amongst the party, I think.
I guess. Okay, Briar.
Well, okay. So
Yeah.
Question clarification. Holson, can you verify the spell slots that she has on her character sheet that are open?
Can I
It looks like
verify
they're all
what's
open to me.
She
It looks like she
hasn't
has-
cast anything, right?
Yeah, you guys haven't casted anything since
No.
the right.
Beautiful. Well, I mean, Briar's probably going to look to everybody and be like, well, fine, if magic's on the table, you asked for it. And she's going to use all of her spell slots to get through the entirety of this obstacle course. She's going to use catapult for the chopping portions.
Okay.
Because that is there. She's going to use Misty Step to get through the running and dodging portions. And then once she's done with all the chopping of the logs, and she's got all the logs in her hand, she's going to dimension door over to the fire pit and drop it.
With that, they start the wick. She gets hung up a little bit. They're like making sure that the wick is burning right as she started. And then she gets hung up a little bit on the catapulting of the axe towards the towards the thing. Yeah, she takes the axe eventually and starts to like hack at it herself, but she's got all of her energy because she hasn't expended any endurance. So she actually manages to hack at those pretty well. The guy that's like managing the wick kind of looks up and realizes she's already there, and he's like, huh? And then she gets those. She struggles to pick up the whole amount of logs in her little frame, but then she dimension doors over towards the end, and everyone is just baffled. He ignites it or diffuses the little fuse, and it's just like, oh, well.
It's gotta be a world record.
I'm
gonna look to the party.
She did get hung up a little bit. Let's do this because as it stands, Rowan definitely had the highest score.
Legit score, yeah.
the most legit score. Let's do some rollies. Let's do some rollies of Briar versus Rowan's. See if it was that efficient. She did get hung up a good bit on trying to hack that down. Because when it catapulted, it went a good bit of distance, and then she had to catapult it back, and then, it had a little bit of time taken away, and then her having to hoist that up. So go ahead and roll some rollies.
So we're rolling off against each other, or are you having me roll for the catapult?
You guys are rolling against each other, yeah. Roll me some
Right
D20.
now?
Yeah, roll me some
This
D20.
was not my intent, by the way.
okay.
Best of 3.
Strength checks?
Nope, just regular D20s.
Roll the 7.
Rolled a 7. What was your first roll? That blue die, Allie.
This is a 19.
That's a 19. You win the first one. Best of 3. Roll again.
Yep.
So just
I said we just
again.
do me individual resolutions. All right, that's a 17.
You beat me there. I got a 12.
12. This is it. Last one.
Oh, come on. I hit the dice on that one. God damn it.
I got a 13. 13.
God damn it. I got a 9, bruh. I hit the other dice.
With that, the guy's taking the wicks. He's kind of confused with Briar's, but he's measuring them. He's making sure that they're stacked up next to each other after plucking them out of the candles. And then he's just like studying them. We have a winner! The small one.
I guess that makes me the wick master.
And for the ceremony of the Triherthalite, winner, the champion of the Triherthalon. Your name, sweetie?
Briar.
Briar! She gets donned with the hearth cloak. And they wrap a nice looking little cloak over her, and she holds up a torch. And she takes the torch and lights a pyre of all the logs that everybody put in, and this big bonfire comes, and everybody kind of storms out onto that field and starts to like kind of dance around that big bonfire that's now been lit with her doing that, and she feels warm in that. How convenient. She has the hearth cloak, so we'll have to remember to add that to her inventory at some point. All right, Briar, the winner of the
Let's go.
The physical obstacle course.
Rowan is not even upset about
all
it.
of that.
Here's the thing. There's a thing of working harder and not smarter. She working smarter, not harder. She works smarter. I'm not mad about it.
Big
She
brain,
did
200
it.
IQ for sure.
Big brain energy. Let's go.
Let's celebrate.
Yeah,
Let's drink some more. Let's not get too toasty. Let's keep the buzz going. I love this. This is so fun. Marty's like really excited. He like grabs Celeste by the shoulders and like, I didn't win you anything, but there's still time. And she's like defending herself like, oh God. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited. I love when my friends succeed because they just, they get into so much shit and they just get shit all the time. And it's good to see them succeed. I love you guys. I'm sorry, I'm on a high.
We love you too, and Rowan's gonna go and get him into like a big monster.
Don't say that, you
hug.
bastard. You know it hurts when you say that. It hurts good. Don't. He wraps you up. You did good. You were the most legitimate. You surely would have won if she didn't cheatsy doodle. But that's fine.
It's okay. No, she didn't cheat.
Briar
She
lights
just-
her hand. I didn't mean it. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You did good. You worked smarter. Well done. You earned it, I guess. And you guys make your way back to the Red Bear. The tavern is still going. You see Bjorn. He's sitting there. He's struggling to keep up with the flow of people that are drinking. You see there's a lot more drunk folk around, and the celebrations are going on. Another round of fireworks light off up in the sky, and it's just like, that's so festive. And he struggles to take one of the kegs and moves it over, and then sets another one down and hits the tap on it, and more drinks are flowing.
Can I help him a little bit with the lifting and getting barrels to where
You
they need to be?
you go to, but like he realizes you're trying to. Nah, I've got it, no problem. And he's like already got it taken care of. He's like sweating. He takes like one of his rags and like wipes the sweat off. But it's the best time of the year for business, that's for sure.
It is. Where's Sylvie? Maybe she can help us while you're giving me.
Sylvia she's going around at that outer area with the like picnic tables and stuff, and like serving people and making sure that they got it. Yep. So is names. What is the other name? Amelia.
Amelia.
Yes.
Amelia. Are you guys up for wrapping up the night with that drinking game that I was telling you guys about?
No. Listen, there are more prizes to be earned. Listen, we've only done some of the games, and I need to win a prize by the end of the night, or she will think that I'm mediocre.
Okay, so
Knife throwing. Who's down?
I am so down for that 100%. Let's go right now.
Me too. See, you guys haven't seen something that I'm proficient at. All right, running. Okay, cool. Chopping a tree. Ooh, big lumberjack man. I don't like dirt.
More beers. I'm gonna throw down. How about this, Marty? This one's on you, buddy. I'm gonna tap a barrel and start refilling our mugs that we got.
Sure, fuck it. How much could it be? It's on me. I don't care. I just want to win.
7 silver. 7 silver? I think it's what it was before.
Nothing. That's nothing for me. He looks over at Celeste. It's nothing. Yeah.
Does he have? Can I? Does he have the money?
He does. He does, but you don't know how much he has. You don't know how much he has.
I was joking, doing the whole like.
Yeah, 7. Yeah, no, it's nothing. I got. Okay. Looks at it. And with that, he does pay for the drinks. He shuffles over to you, Rowan, as he's handing you a drink. Don't make me do that again, please.
I'm sorry. I thought.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I just need to make sure that I have enough to like play games and win prizes. You know, you cut into my silver. I'm gonna have to paying for gold with gold.
Just let me know.
I haven't performed in a while. Okay.
You got it. I mean, you got a whole plethora of people here. If you want to cut off and impress her that way, be yourself.
I can throw knives. That's also myself. I was a rogue before this. Nobody believes me, but I have skills.
But you're by far the best lute player I ever heard.
Everybody enjoy your drinks. Daddy has work to do. He unsheaths his lute. Daddy. Daddy.
Did he just call himself daddy?
What the fuck did you just say to him, Rowan?
Huh?
What did you just say?
I just told him to do what he does best, and I told him he was the best lute player I had ever heard, and then there he goes.
That was He's gonna shake his head and go over to Celeste and be like, honestly, you might want to check that out. He's kind of an ass, but he can.
Oh, I'm sure. I will try to be privy to all of your guys' shenanigans. This has been fun. I appreciate you taking me out.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Pleasure's all ours.
It's not like
I
can
have a
say
dagger.
No. She laughs and like nods to you.
I mean, you could. You have your own humanly rights, and you're off
I
duty.
appreciate. I'm not sure that, even without the obligation, I'm not sure that I would say no. This has been fun and well needed. The camp, while it has its luxuries, is nothing like this. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now go enjoy the show. We're gonna go find a dagger game.
Aurelia, what? You sus as fuck.
Elia, roll an insight check just on her whole vibe.
Go ahead. I see that sus ass. What is that?
That's a natural 20.
That is a natural 20. Everything that she said seems very genuine, actually. She seems like she's got a bit of nervousness that she's like hanging out with the prince of her country. So she's a little shell-shocked in that regard. She does have an element of like, I don't feel like I could have said no because this is like the prince's group. but also has an element of like she is enjoying herself. Like she thinks your group is ridiculous, and so she's not really used to like people who are willing or able to let loose this much, having being a guard or soldier essentially. Well, that's what you glean about Celeste.
Okay. How about? Okay. Go ahead, Aurelia.
No.
So say, how about this? I command you to have fun, and enjoy the show. Is that how it works?
Yes, she smiles and nods at you. I might have taken you up on those orders a bit early. She smiles like really big.
That works for me. All right. We got a dagger game to go win, right?
Well, as Martison is performing, before you get to that, let's roll a performance check for Mr. Martison, boy. This is his strong
we're gonna listen to him? Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna actually sing, but yeah, you guys are. I did, yes. It is wonderful. Like he takes the tone of it, picks kind of a jauntier, but also still heartfelt tune. This is one that I've been working on. It's about my best friends, and it is a song. I'm not going to try to improv it because it wouldn't do it justice, but it is very heartfelt, and it is very like it's got an upbeat, happy feel to it, but there's also a sense of somberness as it hints at those lost, but also like the things that are gained. It is roll a Constitution saving throw and don't cry.
Can we elect to fail? No.
Yes, you can.
Well, I rolled a 5.
18.
So
18. I am not crying.
18. Cole doesn't give a fuck. He's like, it's pretty good.
17.
He doesn't have a frame of reference. So.
He doesn't have a frame of reference. You rolled
Riley
a 3.
Is crying.
It affects you. Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Hold on a second. Yeah. It's impactful. You knowing the context, not having lived the context, but knowing the context and how it's shaped and changed this party, it does affect you, and it is where Marty is goofy and silly and eccentric. In this, where he's performing, you see his soul come out in it, and like you see the real like essence of Marty and what he's passionate about. And it is like even other people who have no context of it are like feeling that like that tear-jerking moment, but those who got a pretty low roll are definitely feeling it and realizing the context of what that song is. And then it has kind of a rise where it picks up the speed, and it's almost like an anger in it, the swelling of the music, and then it stops and slows into kind of a peaceful, almost somber, just on the edge of somber crescendo. And the song ends.
I'm gonna throw my mug into the air.
And the whole crowd is like, wow, everybody just like cheers, like it's a song they've never heard because it's an original, and like people are like nodding their head like that was really good, yeah, kind of thing. And Celeste is like, then she looks at the party, and then seeing that it may mean something a little bit more to each of you, and she smiles, and then just looks at Martison. Martison returns back to his performative. Thank you, I deserve that. Thank you, it was wonderful. It is an inspired song. You'll hear more of that. The wonderful song of the Fated Five. Don't forget to tip. And a bunch of people come up and give him thank you. He takes that.
The tavern guy, or what we can get drinks is right next to this, right?
Yeah, it's right next to it, yeah.
Karan would go up there and he'd ask for a container to go, like a flask or something like that, of the best that they've got.
All right. Yep. It's going to be 5 silver. Wait, how much of it?
So we're talking like maybe like an ounce or two,
Okay.
something like
Mhm.
their finest spirit.
Yep. 5 silver for that.
Yeah.
All right. And with
during
that,
Go ahead. I was gonna say during that moment, I think Rowan would recognize Aurelia being upset, and he rolled a 10 during that, so he's a little emotional, but not like he's welling in his eyes, but he's just gonna turn to Evie and just pull her in, and then just kiss her on the top of the head, like thankful to be here, because that was some rough times that they were in before they got there.
there's definitely some things that allude to Aurelia as well in that. It's all very figurative, but like just the symbology that's used in the language. It's like, oh, that's me, or that's, like the different things, some of it relating and alluding to the little coins and tokens that you guys received. Some of that language is used in that.
Oh, that's even more fitting. In that jest, it would be more of a thank you, Aurelia. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. When he does that look to her and then to Evelyn.
Also, Blue Box RPG, thank you for rating 31 viewers 31 minutes ago. I've been running things. I haven't paid attention. Thank you. I hope you guys had an amazing stream.
How late is it in the festival? Like, is it drawing close to the end, evening time now?
You still got a few hours. It'll go on for a good while, but
Okay.
it's some people are checking out and some people are just getting started.
When Karan returns to the party, he'll show the little flask and when we're done here, before we return home for the evening, maybe we should stop by and thank our other friend. Oh, I just can't help but think about him now.
Yeah, he must be bored over there.
Certainly parched.
Let's go give him company. Well, if it's starting to get that point, I mean, we can do our last drinking game and then just take our last pint and have the last drink with him for the night.
Well, you guys enjoy that. I have somebody to show how to throw knives. And he like makes a knife throwing gesture towards Aurelia.
That's right.
Oh, that comes first.
That
We can visit
definitely
after.
comes first, yes.
He prances over all like chest puffed and hooks arms with Celeste, milady, and then takes her. She like almost like like as he jaunts over towards Aurelia, hooks your arm in, my other lady. Let us go throw knives. He jaunts over towards the knife throwing station. A game of finesse, a game of skill. Would you like to throw knives and hit the targets? It is 1 gold per knife attempt. Marty's like, that's, there's a prize for any target that you hit, of course. And there's the big target, they all move. And there's the medium target, and the small target. And if you want to compete for the grand prize, after hitting all of those targets, 10 gold, you can attempt to hit the smallest moving target and win the Hunter's Mark knife. Well, I think that it goes without saying. May the best man win. He smirks.
Good luck, Marty.
Good luck to you as well, Aurelia. Celeste, I mean, you are a lady, but I know you are a soldier at heart. Would you like to participate as well? Sure, I'll give it a try.
I whisper to Celeste, End him.
With this, there are rising DCs for, it's technically ACs because you are rolling an attack. Rising AC with throwing just a regular normal dagger. It's the daggers that are provided. But it's a gold piece per knife. You have, it's a gold piece per knife after the initial 4. A gold to get in. You get your 4 knives. If you would like more attempts, you can pay another gold piece per knife. But this is the same route. But this is all in one go. Once you hit all 3 of the first targets, this last target, you can pay 10 gold and try to hit that last target. It's got a high AC. You got to roll pretty high to hit it. It is hittable, though. I've looked at your plus. It is possible that you can do it. It's just you got to roll on the higher end. But hey, you might get a hunter's mark knife.
It's just the 3 of them that are participating, correct?
I believe at this point, yeah.
Okay. Here. Let me give you good fortune. I'll pull out a little bit of holy water and sprinkle it and give all 3 of you bless.
All right.
So that means that attack rolls, you get an extra D4 and add that number roll to the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
But saving throws aren't going to go out here.
So you can choose when you decide to use that. For this, I will let you decide if you want to add it after you've resolved the roll. I'll let you do that. So you can like, oh, that was a bad roll. Let's see if it makes it if I add this. So with that, each of you have this.
It's not a single. It's for 1 minute whenever they make an attack roll.
Oh,
for 1 minute concentration.
Add it.
For all of them, for everything to add it.
So
they do have to roll the D4, but they can add.
Put your gold piece in, Aurelia.
Okay, gold piece
Before we get to you, let's roll them first, just so that yours is the finale excitement, okay? Marty takes the knives. He starts to actually juggle them a little bit. Let me see if he's successful in that.
Oh,
yeah, with that, he starts to juggle them, and you're like, see, I told you, knives are my specialty. He's just juggling them, catching them by the blades, actually, and he doesn't actually mess up. It is a little bit impressive, actually, even though it's Martison, and you hate his guts, but he's
Never,
a pompous
I
asshole.
don't hate his guts.
Even though he's a pompous asshole. But yeah, it is impressive. Let me show you how it's done, ladies. And with that, the first one, easy. The big target throws, lands. Not necessarily a bullseye, but it lands in the middle. Doesn't need to be a bullseye, but it's just kind of like a even more accurate. Gets your aim and the go. The next knife. With that one also, it's a smaller target, about a basketball-sized target. Good decent distance away. Hits that one as well. Next one. Ooh, sorry, he's gonna add his D4, right? Okay, so what are we at total? It doesn't make it. It's just one under. It doesn't make it that third dagger for the smaller target. It's just about a baseball-sized target that's kind of oscillating on this like planetarium type thing. He misses, and it just misses it. He's like, all right. This last one. Yeah, he's gonna throw another. And with that rolling, that does make. He hits that last one. And with that, all right, do I pitch in the 10 gold and try to win that last marker? That Hunter's Mark dagger. Well, I don't want to ruin the fun for you, but let me take that last dagger. I'm gonna put in a good bit of the gold I made tonight, actually. Throws the knife. Pure focus. Whew. misses by far. It's a very like
Just
it's a
whips the shit out.
marble-sized like it's like a quarter-sized little target. It's very very small. Didn't make it. That hurts my wallet. Well, nonetheless, you did choose to pay for that. You do get a reward anyway. Here is your +1 dagger. And he has a +1 dagger now. But because he chose to attempt that last one, he didn't get it, but he did get to the end there. Celeste, now her turn. She throws, hits that first one easy. Next one. The basketball-sized one. Ooh, okay. That does hit. She hits it right on the edge of the basketball one. Very close to not hitting there. Ooh, that last one. The baseball-sized moving target. Bullseye. She got a nat 20 on that. Hits it right on the bullseye. Let's see if that dagger is mine. She rolls. She's going to put her 10 in. She's going to go for it. Focus. Measures it out. It's almost like slow motion. She throws it. Whew, right past it. Doesn't make it. Rolled an 11 plus the 4 and then plus her plus. Doesn't make. Well, that's all right. We've got lots of these to go around. Catch! He tosses another one of the daggers to her. She catches it. It's a +1 dagger that she now has. That's a worthy attempt. Aurelia.
You got
Your
this one.
turn.
Okay. First dagger. That's a 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits. Bullseye on the big target that's moving nice and slow. Easy peasy. That's your first dagger. Second one, basketball-sized target.
19 to hit.
19 definitely hits. You hit a not quite bullseye, but pretty good strike on the basketball-sized target. Next one.
I'm gonna use my D4. That's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit. And with your D4?
That's the total.
The total 18 to hit. With that, the baseball-sized target. You hit the stem that's on it. Doesn't count. It was a little
I'll throw
too
in
low.
another gold and do it again.
Well, you do have your last dagger. You have your last dagger.
Oh,
of
I
the
do?
4.
Okay.
You have your 4. Yeah, you have your 4 daggers. So this is your last dagger. That was part of the 1 gold that you spent.
That's a 28 to hit.
28 definitely hits. You hit that baseball-sized target. Would you like to put in 10 gold to attempt to get the Hunter's Mark knife? 10 gold.
Absolutely.
1 attempt.
Absolutely.
You put your 10 gold in. Roll your attack.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the D4 just to be safe.
Okay.
Even though it was a great roll.
I'll go ahead and say.
That's.
Go ahead. I was going to tell you
It's
the
a 28.
28. With that, you see Aurelia. Focused. Time slows down. And with that, it flies, it soars, it spins. Slow motion. Sweat dripping from the brow. Dun, 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 dun. The quarter-sized target is now veiled by the frame of a dagger piercing out of it. And the quarter-sized target is finally hit. The AC was 25 for that. It's a very small target. And Aurelia, the winner of the Hunter's Mark knife, the only one of 3 that are available tonight, she gets it. And with that, the Hunter's Mark knife is yours. It is a knife that whenever, I'll have to make it for you, but a knife that anytime it inflicts or makes an attack on somebody after landing an attack, it casts Hunter's Mark on them. Thrown or melee, either way.
Nice.
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 And you are the winner of the Hunter's Mark knife.
I take the dagger.
I'm so hyped. That's so fun. I love my friends succeeding. I mean, we still got these ones. These are cool. And he like goes to like sword fight with Celeste. Celeste actually like participates. And they track the daggers across each other.
Martison, your knife skills and your singing skills are quite impressive. You should be proud.
Thank you. I am the proudest. The most proud. Honestly.
Cool. After seeing his friends play, he would invite Egret to attempt to play the dagger game as well, if that's possible.
Let's give it a try. Let's go. And with that, go ahead.
Okay. So, what am I adding?
You don't
Proficiency.
So this is your attack. It's your attack, whatever. So if you don't have proficiency with like daggers or throwing or whatever, then you wouldn't have any proficiency. I don't think you have the bless that Karun gave.
Right. Okay, so 17 plus... It's a lot. 17 plus 8.
17 plus 8. You have a plus 8 with throwing stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Yep, that definitely lands.
Because it's Dex plus proficiency, correct? Which is
Do you have proficiency with daggers or throwing or whatever it is? I don't know exactly how it works.
Yeah.
Just throw a dagger in your inventory and it'll...
Yeah, throw your dagger and see if it automatically applies. It would automatically apply if you did.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Let me go ahead and add hers. I know she doesn't have proficiency with throwing daggers. She does land the first one. With that, she does land the second one as well. Hey, nat 20 on that last one. And... it's not enough. It's a 23. She doesn't get that last one. She does attempt, but she's out of 10. She's out of 11 gold now, but she gets a +1. Lots of +1 daggers to go around. Okay, so with the +8, yeah, that lands. Roll the second one.
Okay.
This is for the basketball size target.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 lands. Go ahead. Ran the last one.
Okay. Third one. That is another dirty 20.
Dirty 20 just hits. You managed to hit that on there. Go ahead and roll for that last one.
It's another dirty 20.
Another dirty 20. That last one, you're not able to hit that dime size or the quarter size target. It does hit the stem right there, but not able to get that last one. You do get a +1 dagger. +1 daggers all around.
Well, at least there wasn't some stupid pedal that was preventing you from winning legitimately.
It's all skill. All right. Well, I mean, I'm still down for more games. There's lots more games to be had. I want to win.
With our walking, have we heard any specific like good prizes that would have called out to us in our walking?
There is the ring toss has a ring as a gift. It's curious. It's a ring. What could it be?
All right, let's go check it out. All right, well, we got congratulations really on that. And Rowan's gonna mimic like dagger movement, like flipping of a dagger. There's actually like a ring toss, so we can see what that is about. We can try to get that ring that they're winning. I kind of feel bad. I feel like we might be taking away everything from all these people, but I feel like we can actually use this
so
stuff. Good. So I'm actually curious about that one. So I'm gonna gesture to that area where the ring toss is.
Yes.
You've got yourself attempts. It is 5 silver per attempted ring toss. And as you go, if you get 3 rings on the pegs, you can attempt one last time and get the small ring on one of the pegs. It is a normal sized ring. If you get it, you get to keep the ring. It'll be dexterity checks.
Okay. Does it look like a normal ring, like at all, or is it just?
The ring that you can win.
Yeah.
It looks special.
Special works for me. All right,
It looks
I'll go ahead
special.
and looks shiny. I like shiny things.
Looks
okay.
shiny. Yes,
I mean,
perhaps a
Maybe
detect
I'll,
magic or something.
I was gonna say, if we pop detect magic, would we be able to see anything glowing?
oh yeah.
Pop it and find out. Fuck around and find out.
I have fucked around. Now it's time for me to find out.
You would now find out it is magical. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
All right, let's work on it. All right.
Dexterity check. What is your modifier for dexterity?
My modifier for Dex +4.
+4.
But if it's acrobatics, it's a +7. But
+7. I would say for this, yeah, it can be acrobatics. No, that's stretching.
Acrobatics is more of like
yeah,
ability and
maybe a
stunts
sleight of
and
hand.
rolls
I'll give
and
it a
stuff.
sleight of hand if you want. If that's anything
Okay.
more.
It's all the same. It's all the same for me. So it's just a +4.
+4. Okay. With your little sleight of hand, go ahead and toss some rings.
How many?
How many do you want to do? It's 5 silver per ring toss.
Jesus.
Listen, it's a carny game.
And their magic item rewards.
Honestly, 5 silver is kind of priceless compared to that. So hang on. I am going to All right. So I'm going to pay 10 right outright. So I'm going to pay 10
Okay.
silver.
10 silver, you got 2 ring tosses. Go ahead.
Oh boy. Come on, hang on. This one's calling out to me, so is this one.
The suspense on that final Aurelia throw.
I just rolled 2 16s.
16.
So +4 on both of them.
4.
Dirty 20s.
Dirty 20 thrower. The rings bounce off of the pegs and kind of skip like a rock thrown in the ocean. And then land on one of the pegs each. You can check out now and get yourself two stuffed animals if you would like, or you can go for the larger prize.
I'll go for the larger one.
You're going to have to roll another ring, and then you'll have to attempt a small ring.
A smaller ring. How much does that cost extra as well?
Just another 5 silver to attempt. But you still have one more to go.
Yeah. I got it. Give me a second. I'm going to turn to Evelyn and exchange like gold for silver pieces because I have more gold than silver. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to remove 10 silver. And
You can only attempt that last one if you make this one. So go ahead and make that first one, and then you can attempt that last one, which is the
okay.
You got to make 3
I'll
of the
add
big
5.
rings in a row. Yeah, and then the last one will be 5 silver to attempt that last one. This old granny. Yes, it's my grandfather. It's my ex-husband's ring.
Screw it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to roll. What's an 18?
18 lands. You
Plus
do manage.
4, so
Plus
22.
4. All right. With that, you definitely get another ring on there. This is the last one to attempt. Higher DC
So-
with a small little like regular finger ring. Guidance. So you add a D4, correct?
Right. Add a D4. All right. So I'm removing
Screw it.
5
Less.
gold.
Splash.
So I get a 2 D4s to my roll.
Wait, hang on a second. This is an attack roll. Still?
This is not.
It's
Nope.
Oh, it's not
an ability.
It's an ability
No.
throw.
Yeah.
Disregard. Plus won't do anything.
Oh,
So you get a
gotcha.
D4
Okay.
on this.
Get a D4.
Roll
okay.
your roll.
Right. Right. So I rolled an 18.
Flat.
Flat. Well, no, I rolled 18 altogether.
Altogether.
18
total.
was the sum total.
Mm-hmm.
Toss the ring focused in. Frisbee
Wait,
style.
I add my dex. Hang on, I add my dex, right? That's
Have
22.
you not added it all together? Have you not added it all together?
That's a 22. That's a 22.
Do the math over. Start over.
Lord,
Try again.
I added this.
What do you have?
You
What's
just
your
did the
rolls?
die
What are
roll
your
plus the
rolls?
die that you rolled. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you need your dex.
I rolled a 16 plus 2, which is an 18. And then I'm adding my plus 4, which is a 22.
With a 22.
Why is this in music? Did I fail that bad? Did I miss?
The tiny little ring you throw it Frisbee style. You see as it lands on one of the pegs right out of the gate, spins around, catches an angle, rolls up as it spins, flies off of that peg. And as it spins, starts to come down, lands directly down a peg.
I thought I was just gonna eject Osito kind of.
The ring winds down that, and it is now stationed around that peg, and the lady,
Oh, it's been a long time since somebody's won that. Well done. So this is yours.
and she comes over.
I was very excited
hands
to
it
do
to you.
I'm gonna take it with both of my 2 fingers. And thank you for this, and I'm gonna just do a bow. And does it have any significance?
It was my ex-husband's. He got it for me, and as for marriage, and he's dead now. But he said that every time he was away, that it would keep him warm. It would keep me warm in his absence in the nights. It did a pretty good job of that, but he never came back.
It does get cold up here, so this works. So
Yes.
thank you
I
so
don't
much
have
for,
much longer, so I figure someone else would make use of it.
I'm
Getting
gonna
dark
just
over here.
Yeah, I don't know what this.
First the chickens, now.
They just take death
thank
pretty
you.
nonchalantly in the north.
Yeah, you know, it's just
Thank
part of it.
you.
You're welcome. I
thank
hope it keeps you warm.
It
And hopefully your
definitely-
husband never dies like mine did.
husband.
Oh, to
Oh,
each
no.
their own. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I would just awkwardly walk away.
Thank you. He was a bastard.
Did she kill her husband?
Roll an insight check.
No. Ron definitely shouldn't cast Zone of Truth right now.
Did you kill your husband, ma'am?
Oh, no.
Yes, and I'd do it again.
What was it?
Is it 21?
Oh my god, we're gonna know.
From your understanding of it, it doesn't seem like she killed him, but she doesn't seem to be missing him necessarily. You know, she's kind of like, fuck her. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Making your way back to the party at large. You feel like you've done a good number of games and stuff. Deciding to call it a day, you start to think about the things ahead, this glimpse of what your, the serious work that you guys have to do ahead. And you enjoyed the night, had a good recovery time. Go ahead.
Before that, Cool would like to catch up with Aurelia, and as they're walking around, he'd be like, he's kind of been waiting very patiently all night.
So, the food, the sweets you were talking about, where is that?
I saw a stand selling cupcakes. Have you ever had a cupcake?
No.
No.
Come on, I'll buy you your first cupcake. And I grab his hand and I pull him along to the cupcake stand.
There are lots of different decorative kinds. They have little faces on each of them, and like different little monsters, and they're like sprinkled and speckled within the cake itself of different like themed cupcakes that are like each of them. There's this smiley little baker couple, each of them just kind of like eager for more customers.
Hello. Hi. We'd like to buy 2 of your cupcakes. What is your best flavor?
Well, that's completely subjective, my dear.
What's your favorite?
Oh, it's impossible for me to choose, honestly.
Okay.
Myself personally, I prefer the orc-themed ones. They've got a strong kick in the jaw, so to say. My friend,
Cole's gonna look at
those
it
ones
for a while.
Let's pick a different one. Not that
That's big green ears that like poke off to the side. That's like almost a candied ears, and then like candied like big teeth, like really exaggerated for the orc ones. This is terrible. He's like, man, this is kind of weird, actually. But there's the other ones, like just different creatures. There's like a spider-themed one, a gnoll-themed one. Just like they're all just like all kinds of different animals and beasts and stuff. You name it, they might have it.
The no-themed one, because of recent.
Two no cupcakes, please.
Hey, that's a good choice there. So that there, it's like, they've been eating us. Now it's like we can eat them back, right? Yeah. They're just hungry.
And he'll just take it.
Yeah, well, it looks like you guys are hungry too, so go ahead and enjoy everything. All of these NPCs in this whole festival is just completely fucked.
Bro, the people in North are weird, like...
Enjoy your gnoll cake.
Thank you. Okay,
Hearing
cool.
talk about sweets, Asher's also gonna go find like a deep fried like cheesecake place because every share's got one of those.
Of course,
and get one for everyone in the group because if anyone's never had one of those, it's a fucking.
Yeah, so each of you just take away a couple. For you, it'd be a silver piece, Asher, and then you guys each would be also a silver piece for each of those cupcakes. All right, and you guys return. The cupcakes are amazing. The deep fried cheesecake as well, amazing. You feel your arteries clogging. It's wonderful.
What do you think, Cole?
It's messy, but very sweet. It's interesting. I've never had anything that sweet before.
The messiness makes it even better because then you can. It's great.
Yeah, and he'll start start eating. He thought he was supposed to clean off, but he starts eating.
Goes for it, yeah. All right, you guys work your way back to the party, and now begin thinking on the adventure ahead. Still with a upbeat spirit, you're feeling optimistic about like what you're gonna have to deal with coming up ahead, but you had a wonderful night. And never got too wasted, just a good amount of buzz going on as you guys kept going, so you'll be prepared to head out decently early in the morning, but you know, you might sleep in a little bit.
I wouldn't say we're not gonna get wasted. I think we still have that good stuff to have a nice cup
That's
of
true.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to interject also, but I think when we approach the Drogon home, we'd probably rotate around the house, walk about 200 yards, heading towards the lake-ish, find that tree that Dom's gravestone is now at.
Mm-hmm.
Grab one of our... Rowan's gonna grab his A10 glass from the house, walking by it. Gonna put it on top of the gravestone and just gesture to Kurun. And
if anything, I think we could probably leave the majority of it with him. Most of us have had plenty of drink tonight, but as per a custom I'm familiar with, and I'll unscrew the flask and pass it to Rowan so that each of us will take a nip from it.
do so and just pass it around the circle.
And then after it gets back, I'd pour a little out.
Celeste, kind of having joined you guys a little bit, kind of leans over to Martison, at least audible enough for all of you to hear, recognizing that it's a gravestone. Who was he? Marty kind of bows his head. A good king.
Would have been the best. And after pouring a little bit into that cup and pour it out symbolically, I'll give the cup back to Rowan and I'll leave the flask sitting at the base of the headstone.
I think he would be a little mad if we left that just sitting out, right?
I'm sure that it'll just be for us to share when next we return. In my culture, though it's typically wine and not spirits, this represents the lifeblood, the essence. And we take a little bit of what is his, and I'll gesture to the flask, so that he always travels with us. And we can share with him once again when we return. It's not ours, it's his.
I like that idea. Put the cup away.
With that, Marty has kind of sobered up a little bit, at least in his somberness and thinking about Dom, but he's like a little wobbly, and he kind of rests his head on Celeste's shoulder, and she kind of wraps around an arm around him and like rests her head on him just to like kind of comfort him a little bit, but he's like still a little bit wobbly in his drunkenness, having drank a few more after that, and a single tear just kind of drips out from his eyes. He's sombered and sobered up a little bit. And with that, we'll pick up next session. I wasn't expecting the whole thing to be just a lighthearted, aside from the chicken murdering.
You did your best. You did your best to make it dark.
I tried to make it dark. I tried.
You really tried there.
You really did. There was almost a murder also.
Yeah, Rowan's like, fuck this dad.
There's always got to be that one guy at a party.
Yeah, what a buzzkill. All right, I hope everybody has enjoyed. Let me go ahead and say, Buster4372, thank you for following 2 hours ago. Once again, Blue Box RPG, thank you for following. I hope you guys had an amazing stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Anybody that stuck around, Chav Hunter 86, thank you for following an hour ago. Self-Denial Music, thank you for following 48 minutes ago. Big PP90, Thank you for following 42 minutes ago. Decaf me. Don't decaf me, but thank you for following 20 minutes ago. I need that caffeine. It keeps me alive. I'm addicted. Some drugs are acceptable. That's the lesson we've learned today. If you didn't catch it, that was the message. That was the message of today. And everybody, thanks for sticking around. Stick around further. Don't forget, ! Candles, get yourself some Wiccan Skull Gaming candles. ! Hero Forge, get yourself some Hero Forge minis. ! Discord, come hang out in the Discord. Who knows, maybe we'll have a little tavern time sometime, you know, a little bit of fun. But don't forget, before that, we... Somebody ready for some tavern time? Are you... Did you want some tavern time? Yeah. That just really primed us for some tavern time. We'll hang around, come hang with us in the Discord, come chatsy doodles. And last but not least, stick around. We're gonna show somebody some love with a raid. There's some little bit of, if you're subscribed, you can, if you're a sub to my dominating nature, all right, you can copy and paste that little legendary raid thing with the hi Rowan and the love Karan, and you can share those. Otherwise, you just say legendary raid when we go show somebody some love. Stick around. It is time. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys had a good time.